Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Crimson Storm elected to defer in the first at the beginning of the game, so they will set up to start off the second half. Monticello will set up to kick off, down 17-7 against the Crimson Storm. Connor, what are you looking for in the second half?
I'm looking for SNU to keep up the intensity and the energy from the sidelines and on the field. It's easy to kind of get cocky and kind of take your foot off the gas pedal, and we see that happen all throughout a lot of college and pro athletics. Teams take their foot off the gas, and the other teams that were behind keep their foot on the gas and were able to get back into the ball game. So SNU's got to keep their composure and just keep on pushing.
And so we are off in the second half as there's the kick. High kick all the way down.
Matthew Serrate receiving for the Crimson Storm.
And Serrate bounces off a tackler, and now he's off into the open field all the way down to about the 32-yard line. And
Great.
that is just what SNU needed to start off the second half. And boy, Connor, Serrate is just electric coming out of the kickoff.
Absolutely, there were some great blocks to set up that really nice return above about 27 yards. Great job there by Crimson Storm. Crimson Storm with Jacob Spady back in the backfield. Look to see him kind of keep opening up the passing game, and also look to Terrence Olds for some runs. Olds with only 4 carries, 28 yards in the first half. We'll see if he can utilize him in the offensive line, continue to get a push that he did in the first.
So he'll give it off to Olds to start, and now Olds just barreling over a defender.
Good grief.
Terrence Olds showing that he's alpha male when he gets the ball.
What a weapon Terrence Olds is, a 6'1", 225 junior. Just a load to carry, and he's got some speed for a man his size, able to move piles and also advance some first downs as he gets close to the first down. Now 2nd and 3 for the Storm.
So Crimson Storm lining up in a tight formation. Olds off to the left, and he's going to get it back, and now Olds barreling for a first down. Terrence Olds all the way out to the 44-yard line. First down, Crimson Storm. Terrence Olds establishing dominance.
Storm coming out with game plan pretty much they had in the first half to ground and pound and just keep punishing this Monticello Boll Weevil defense.
Blade, go a little bit wider. Back up a little bit more. There you go. Because you're kind of missing just a little bit.
So Spady once again sends a man in motion and will give it off on the wide receiver quick draw. Stiff arm. All the way across the 50-yard line.
Reese Carlson, the big body transfer from University of Montana with a great play off the receive from Jacob Spade, a 6'4" sophomore.
Montana, big FCS power up there in the northern states. Brings us a rare talent down here to Oklahoma.
Absolutely. Reese Carlson, a big body, been a big target for Crimson Storm offense. Gets his first touch of the ball game.
And another give. The Crimson Storm barrels ahead for a first down. That was number
Roger Barchier is a 5'10" freshman out of Poto, Oklahoma. Not exactly the biggest back, but he's quick and able to move some piles here and take the load off of Olds' shoulders for his first carry of the ball game to get first down for the Crimson Storm. The Storm really showing a lot of fastness of the offense and involving a lot of players early here.
You're right, and they're just running it down Monticello's throat, just play after play, I believe they're gaining 5 yards on every single carry. And there's another handoff to Bart Shears. Bart Shears maybe gets one yard out of that run.
Now this is what I was talking about, John, trying to establish dominance here early in the second half and keep the foot on the gas. Just keep pressuring this Boll Weevil defense. You see, they're tired already in this second half, hands on the hips on a lot of the defensive backs and defensive linemen. They might as well just keep pushing. The offensive game is working.
Well, Olds comes off the sideline and back into the game, so he got himself a breather. So now Terrence Olds back into the backfield alongside Spady. Spady lining back up in a shotgun. Sends a man in motion, and this time he's just going to keep it. And he's got some room.
And a great block there from Carlson up the left side to kind of seal off his man and advance Spady.
And it looks like he is very close to that first down, and they're going to give it to him. The white hat goes ahead and gives the signal for a first down. So another first down for the Crimson Storm on another 2-play series.
Stellar blocking up the left side by Big John Clark, and Will House able to clear out some space
now,
for the Crimson Storm.
I'll be honest with you, Connor. It looks for a moment that they might be called for a holding call out there on that edge. Thankfully, the officials didn't quite see it fit enough to give it the penalty. Spady once again trying to find some room. He's got the edge. Jacob Spady all the way. There is a flag down. It looks like this one will come back for a holding call. So there's that makeup holding call that I was talking about.
Yeah, Crimson Storm, when they get a break on some big plays of things like that, I believe it's number 77 for the Crimson Storm. Mark Roll in there on the hold as he's trying to seal off that right side. Sometimes just get a little too excited trying to hold that block on the outside and get called for a holding penalty.
Yeah, Jacob Spady had a lane all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That could have been a big play for the Crimson Storm. Instead, they'll back up 10 yards. First down and 20.
And just some of these penalties can really kill a drive that they were having as SNU was really moving the sticks there and within first and second down. Haven't had a third down, but now a first down and 20. We'll see if they can continue some pressure here.
Spady with 3 men all around him, sets up, almost trips.
Yeah, Jonathan Martin wide open on the left side.
Jonathan Martin, will he come up with it? He will! Jonathan Martin, touchdown, Southern Nazarene!
Jonathan Martin with a wide open wheel route up the left side. Jacob Spady gave him all day to throw for the touchdown, Crimson Storm. Have a game, Jacob Spady.
Jacob Spady, second touchdown through the air, third touchdown overall on the day. And the confetti is flying in the student section.
Raining down for the Crimson Storm, giving a lot to cheer about here in Bethany, Oklahoma. What a day here for SNU football.
We are just over the 11-minute mark in the third quarter, and the Crimson Storm with a kick by Carlos Anguiano, which is up and good. The Crimson Storm have officially established dominance in the second half.
SNU just come out firing, keeping their foot on the gas, establishing that run game, and that big holding penalty didn't seem to phase them as Jonathan Martin does that nice wheel route up the left side for the easy score.
Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, SNU's defense will once again take the field against Monticello's offense when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SouthernNazareneAthletics.com. We're bringing it down to our sideline correspondent, Cheyenne Reynolds. How's it going down there, Cheyenne?
It is really exciting. You know, this is the team that we've all believed in, and we all knew how good they are. So seeing this big lead that they're creating for themselves has been really great and fun. The crowd is going crazy. So, you know, this has definitely been a fun game.
Absolutely. SNU has really come out and established, as John said, a lot of dominance here early in this game. Cheyenne, thank you. We'll keep her updated as this game progresses. Thank you, Cheyenne, our faithful sideline reporter.
Thank you.
Well, SNU will trot back onto the field. And Jonathan Martin once again coming up with a big score for the Crimson Storm. And we remember last season, last game of the year against OBU, I believe Jonathan Martin had 2 big plays, one of which was a touchdown from Spady. It's kind of like one of those Tim Tebow jump passes. And Jonathan Martin was able to come up with a big play and tie up the game. And then he had that hook and ladder play, which set up a game-tying field goal from Carlos Sanguiano. So Jonathan Martin, definitely one of those rare talents who comes up in big moments.
Absolutely. Sanguiano's kick goes deep on the 3-yard line of the Boll Weevils.
And now the Boll Weevils will bring it out, and he's
good
brought
night.
down inside the 15-yard line. Crimson Storm special teams coming to play.
Jeremy Jackson trying to find something there, not able to get past the 15-yard line as a swarm of SNU defenders came down and wrestled him down to the ground for about a 12-yard gain on the return. And what more could you ask for from this SNU defense and offense to start off this ball game? We'll see if SNU defense can hold up here, pick up where the offense left off, and send these Boll Weevils packing with a 3-and-out.
The Boll Weevils now set up at their own 13-yard line. And here's the give. And he bounces off a couple of tacklers and is brought down right before the 20, right at the 20. This is number 32 for the Boll Weevils, Brown, as we have yet to see Riley make a reappearance. So Riley is most likely done for the afternoon. We have yet to see him back. Another give back to Brown, and he's got an opening. He's brought down, but not before he gains enough for a first down. Monticello.
Good gain, good play call there by the Boll Weevils, trying to get the ball up the gut and able to advance in 2 plays for a first down. Looks like we got an injury on the play for, looks like another Crimson Storm player. That's the third player gone down in this ball game, second for SNU.
Yeah, and once again, I can't quite see exactly who it is because of the trainers and our umpire down there. Can't quite make it out.
You know, it's just an unfortunate play that just continues to happen here in college football. There's just, you never know what could happen. It could be a twisted ankle or someone falling on you in a routine tackle or a group tackle. And it looks like it's could be a pretty serious injury. Not sure what the extent of the injury is, but we'll keep you updated as this game goes on.
So SNU, again, gaining a big lead, a big 17-point lead over the Boll Weevils, but having a couple of casualties as well. You check up on our star of the game so far, Jacob Spady, 5 completions out of 8 for 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. So 2 of your 5, so 40% of your passes have been touchdowns. That's a great stat for Mr. Spady.
Absolutely. Jacob Spady has really come out firing as player coming back for the Crimson Storm. The jersey's kind of rolled up a bit. Not sure. Still can't really see who it is, but we'll keep you updated with our sideline reporter, Cheyenne Reynolds, a little bit later on as this game progresses.
Looks like that was number 38, Jabril Stevens, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Jacob Spady as well. What more could you ask for? 17 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. So 3 total touchdowns for Jacob Spady and 211 yards complete for Spady.
So here come the Boll Weevils on another pass play, looking off to the side and hit right at the marker. They're going to say he's just short of that first down marker. 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Boll Weevils.
Greg Johnson, the 6-foot junior on the tackle, hitting him right as soon as he caught the ball, not trying to give up any more yards after that catch.
2nd down and 1 for the Boll Weevils. Sears in the backfield.
SNU's
gives it off to Brown, and now he's got a hole. And I don't think he got there, Connor.
I don't think he did. I think he got stopped just shy by that big defensive line for the Crimson Storm.
And excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like they're going to give it to him. Just makes it across.
SNU's got to be very careful here. I mentioned they got to keep their foot on the gas in all facets of the game and not give up anything easy here for the Boll Weevils to give them any kind of momentum here on the road and try to inch back closer into this ball game. Run up the middle from Spears. He's got a bit of a hole and a nice gain of about 8 yards.
And now Monticello getting some gas going on offense as now they have another 6-yard scamper.
Crimson Storm really got to lock in here and dial up some pressure up the middle. Last couple plays, except for that one pass play, have all been up the middle. SNU's got to do something to stop this rushing attack.
So Brown filling in nicely for the injured Riley. And that time he stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a yard. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Boll Weevils.
Tristan Slinker in on the tackle for Crimson Storm, coming off the backside. Able to stop him for a minimal gain. 3rd down and 2. got to do something here for SNU. I expect them to bring a little bit of pressure on Cole Sears.
Third down and 2, a long 2 for the Bull Weevils on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 48-yard line of Monticello.
And that was a nice patient play there by Sears, waiting for the play to develop and his blocks to set before he took off running.
So Sears sets back up, first down and 10. Now Monticello's going up to the hurry-up offense.
Oh, I think we had a false start penalty nearly for the Bull Wheels. No call. Pass complete on the near sideline here for the Bull Wheels.
Tolliver making the play as he is brought down by number 9 of the Crimson Storm, Derek Carmouche, for a 5-yard gain. Could have been a lot more, but Derek Carmouche very, very smart to wrap up the legs. Another give to Brown, and he ain't going nowhere this time as he meets a wall of SNU defenders.
Great tackle there by Stephen Price, the 5'9 junior. Just making waves here and keep making his presence felt here, forcing another third down and short. Crimson Storm got to find a stop as the Bull Wheels just been moving the ball like it's nothing here on this possession.
It's third down and 2, another long 2 for the Bull Weevils. And another quarterback keeper, same drill. And he may have been pushed across, and I think he is.
I think the line judge is going to mark that as first down. The head and the ball were just past, about a yard past the first down. First down again for the Bull Weevils. I believe that's the 4th first down on this drive alone, just inching that ball across the line.
Right, Connor, and it seems to be the same pattern that Monticello keeps to stick with. Run, pass, quarterback keeper.
And if they follow that model, SNU's got to be able to pick up on it and make an adjustment here on defense.
And no, this time it's just a pass, finds a man,
Ooh.
Almost intercepted.
Greg Johnson just about a yard out of position to make that catch for the interception, but he'll take this incompletion for second down and long.
I think he might have hesitated there, ready to make the tackle if he needed to, and didn't expect the ball to sail over the head of the receiver. Missed opportunity for Johnson to come up with a big defensive play and stall this drive. So here come the Bull Weevils. Second down and 10 after another long pass attempt, unable to come up with. And there's the gift.
Jeremy Jackson with a nice run up the middle on the left side, bringing it back closer to a third down and short.
Well, hey, Connor, based off the other series, what do you think's going to happen here?
I would expect Sears to do another quarterback keeper. They got a big offensive line that's moving the defensive line for the Crimson Storm. We'll see what they come away with here.
You're right, Zach Lloyd and that Crimson Storm front three having a bit of a stalemate right here. And there's that quarterback keeper and a stiff arm. He's brought down, and it looks like they're going to give him the first down. He's taken down at the 30.
I believe Lloyd had him in the backfield, but the stiff arm at the last second was able to advance Sears forward and continue this drive. Good play there by Sears to be aware and get that first down.
So Lloyd, with a missed opportunity, gets shed by Sears on the stiff arm, and Sears is able to come up with his third straight third down conversion. Now a drop back pass from Sears. He's looking around, looking for a receiver. He's got him out just a little bit too far off to the right. Intended receiver was number 21, Jalen Tolliver. Once again, Tolliver being the one man singled out.
And that was a nice open play there from Sears trying to find Tolliver. Just puts it out of reach, out of bounds. Sears got to be able to lock in and drive that ball into the numbers of his receivers.
Second down and 10 for the Monticello Bull Weevils. Following the pattern. Nope. Play action pass. Tolliver gets the ball. Is he going to be able to get there? No, he's not. With a great move.
Officials have him stepped out of bounds around the 2-yard line as Tolliver was spun around, falling into the end zone, but he reached the sideline out of bounds before he reached the pylon.
Tolliver with a big play. He's able to receive get on the ball, shed off a tackler with a great move. Looked to me like he was expecting to hurdle him, and he gets pushed out at the 1-yard line. Another keep by Sears. I don't know if he got in, and they're going to mark him down at the 1-foot line.
I believe the ball hit his elbow and the ball hit the ground before he crossed the plane. Officials say no. We'll stay here at the goal line, 2nd and goal for the Bull Weevils. As I believe Tolliver coming off the field, his helmet came off on that play. We'll see what Sears got in. Crimson Storm have another goal line stand here.
So Tolliver going to line up to the left. He's got Brown and Sears in the backfield. And a bad snap. And Sears smartly falls on it. A mishandled snap. I'm pretty darn sure that Sears was just not ready for it. Drives Arkansas Monticello all the way back to their own to SNU's 14-yard line. 3rd down and 14 to the goal.
Yeah, you said it, John. They've really massively worked away this possession. They've had the ball for about 6 minutes now in this drive alone.
That was Arkansas Monticello shooting themselves in the foot, and if they can't convert here, you can blame it on the mishandled snap.
We'll see. They got a lot more room to work with. The Crimson Storm can't get too eager. Got to keep the players in front of them.
And here's the pass play. And it's intercepted by the Crimson Storm at the 2-yard line.
Number 5 for the Crimson Storm with a big interception.
That's
there.
Brian Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. 5'10", 185 sophomore out of Copperas Cove, Texas. Coming up with a big defensive stop.
Great play there by the Crimson Storm, having a little bit more zone coverage, it looked like, on that backside, and just baited Sears into fitting the ball into that real tight window. Great grab there by Jackson.
I mean, there was a receiver in the area, but it looked to me like that was straight to Jackson. I mean, it was a double-covered area by the Crimson Storm, but, I mean, a great play by SNU, but now they're pinned on their own 2-yard line, 98 yards to go, and a give to Olds, who is just trying to get just a little bit of breathing room for Spady in order to work. And he does. He gives about 2 yards. So 2nd down and 8 from about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. I know it's impressive they got the 3rd and goal stop and the interception within inside the 5, but they got to be smart here, not let anything get ahead of them here on this play, and just keep it conservative and not try to do too much here instead of your own goalpost.
So here's Spady once again. And this time he's going to roll out a boot, and he'll keep it himself. Spady taking it out across the 5-yard line to about the 7.
Yeah, look good. That's real good. It's a lot more space to work with from the 2 versus the 7 versus the 2-yard line. We'll see what Coach Lambert has in store here for the Bull Weevil defense. If they can get something going here and possibly get a 1st down and extend this possession after the Bull Weevils had the ball for about 7-8 minutes.
So Spady is going to try and load it off to his left, looking to throw it, finds the screen pass, and he got it. He got the 1st down. That's number 82 for the Crimson Storm. Matthew Serrate. Excuse me, we were calling him Serrate all game, but it's Serrate.
Matthew
Serrate. 1st
Serrate.
down on the wide receiver screen.
Fantastic setup by Jacob Spady, looking off Terrence Olds on the right and finding Serrate off the screen on the left. Great play call and a fresh set of downs for the Crimson Storm.
That was a big-time play and well executed. Didn't need to be flashy, just needed to get across. Just needed to get across about the, the 8-yard line for the Crimson Storm, and they do it. They keep this drive alive. Set up from the 13-yard line, and there's the give. And he gets about 3 yards there. Once again, I do believe that was Serrate.
Yeah, they're on the carry, getting a nice little gain. The thing about the Crimson Storm, they have not gone backwards a lot in this game. If anything, it's been a minimal loss of about 2 or 3 yards at most, and just from a quarterback sack with Spady not being able to find his guys. Want to update some stats here for your Crimson Storm, now to 180 yards rushing and 111 yards passing, just absolutely dominating this football game, up 24-7, as you can see at the bottom of your screen.
Spady, second down and about 6 to 7. There's the snap, the give. Trying to make something happen, unable to do so. Maybe gets a yard, if that. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Crimson Storm.
And the Crimson Storm have been able to get out of some of these improbable situations with 3rd and long. Just been very efficient on 3rd down. It's only 4 punts on the day for Anguiano. Just been able to convert. But just this different style of offense I've implemented this year. Jacob Spady doing a masterful job orchestrating this offense.
Spady, he'll be looking to pass once again, looking around, under pressure, and he's going to go down for a sack. First sack delivered by the Monticello defense. It was number 43 for the Boll Weevils, Anthony Holmes, 6'1", 225 DN Jr. out of Memphis, Tennessee, Central High School.
That was a great play call there by Mitchell Pate, the defensive coordinator for the Boll Weevils, just able to dial up some pressure for Jacob Spady off that left side, and was able to penetrate and get the sack and send the Crimson Storm backwards and send the ball back to the Boll Weevils.
So we're not going to – it doesn't look like we're going to get another snap before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think they're going to run this out with the play clock and game clock winding down with 4 seconds each. We'll head into the 4th quarter with the Crimson Storm with a very impressive performance, up 24-7 as we head to the 4th quarter.
That's right, Connor. And, I mean, ever since that OBU game, this SNU faithful, they've been given the taste of victory, but now with a new coach, new attitude, new schemes, you better believe that they'll be looking for a big win here. And a 17-point lead and a defense that's been dominating. I mean, I don't want to say anything premature, but SNU is in a great position.
I think you're right, John. They're in a great position in this ball game to take care of business. If they can continue to lock in and focus, I think the coaches are really orchestrating that and stressing that they got to stay focused and keep playing the next play like it's their last and just keep up the intensity as this game goes forward.
So 45 minutes down, 15 more to go, and we'll conclude with the 4th quarter here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. We're back to the final 15 minutes here in Bethany as we're going to start off this 4th quarter with a punt by Carlos Anguiano. And it's high in the air. Not the best kick as it takes a Monticello bounce and goes out of bounds. And he gives Monticello really good field position at the 35-yard line of SNU.
Yeah, just an unfortunate kick. That ball was sailing high for Anguiano. I think he was wanting a little bit more power underneath that kick, but the Storm defense has been holding very strong inside the red zone, getting a couple stops and coming up with an interception on the last defensive possession. I look forward to seeing if they can keep up that intensity and just keep making the Boll Weevils pay for their mistakes.
Now, if you remember at the very beginning of the game, SNU had a great opportunity from Monticello's 35-yard line that led to the first score of the ball game. And so Monticello going in the exact same direction, exact same end zone. I mean, SNU can't let up on the gas. They got to keep playing. So Sears will lead out his team, down 17 in the 4th quarter, 14 minutes, 51 seconds to go.
Sears back in.
With number 13, Jackson behind him. Here's the play action pass, and unable to get across, and penalty markers are down. One in the backfield and one in the secondary. Not quite sure if we'll have two penalties or the same penalty, just seen from different angles. So we have a bit of a conversation between our officials. We'll check in with our white hat. So offsetting holding penalties against both Monticello and Southern Nazarene will offset, and we'll play the down over. And SNU is very lucky that they had those offset, because the hold back here in the secondary was just blatant. I mean, it was pretty bad.
As fortunate sequence for both teams that neither team was driven backward on that play. Update for you for SNU Athletics. Men's cross country finished 6th and women finished 10th at the Bison Invitational down in Shawnee today. So good job by SNU Athletics to get things done today. As Sears up the middle with a big hole, pushing towards the first down marker.
Sears is driven down to about second down and 3 or 2. From here, it looks like
they're calling it a long 2 here for the Boll Weevils.
Sears on the give. Jackson trying to make something happen. Gets across the first down marker to about the 13-yard line. First down and 10 Monticello. 13 minutes left to go.
Also for the Crimson Storm, women's soccer out in Alva against Northwest Oklahoma State get the victory 3-1 against Northwestern Oklahoma State.
That's only their second GAC win this year. Got one against
Sears got a man towards the end zone. Tolliver getting pushed out of bounds by Johnson around the 2-yard line as he was wide open, but Johnson was able to prevent him from scoring in the end zone.
So Arkansas, Monticello find themselves in a very similar situation as they were on the other side of the field, except that was stalled by a pick and a bad snap. And now another keep by Sears, and there's a fumble on the play. Sears tried to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and we're waiting for a call.
I believe they called him down as he was trying to reach the ball across the goal line. He was about 2 yards short before he could reach the ball across the plane, and the ball came out of his hands. They're saying his knee was down before the ball came out.
So Sears brings it to the 2-yard line. Second down and goal.
Looks like they got a bit of a power package there for the Boll Weevils with number 18 in the ballgame.
Another keeper by Sears, and this time it looks like he will get into the end zone. Oh, no, excuse me. He stopped at the 1-foot line. From here, it looks like his head made it in.
Crimson Storm do not give up easily in this goal line. Goal line stands. Let's see if they got another one in them, John. I'd like for another bad snap if that could happen.
Well, I don't know if Monticello will give you that, but the Crimson Storm are ready to give you another stop. Third down and goal from the 1, and they are stuffing him. They will stuff him at the 1-foot line.
Good night.
Another defensive stop by the Crimson Storm. Are you joking?
SNU saying no at the door. Nobody's welcome in the out end zone there for the Crimson Storm as Cole Sears stopped again at the goal line. And looks like they'll settle for it.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Looks like they're setting up for a QB sneak. And here it is. And there's a penalty flag. And it sounds like they're going up against, it sounds like it's going to be against Monticello. I mean, the touchdown has been scored. So the result of the play is a touchdown, but waiting for a call from the penalty. And there's an illegal motion against Monticello, so knock that touchdown off the scoreboard.
Replay 4th down. Miles Roll trying to inspire his teammates and getting over as one of the leading tacklers on the team, just trying to will their way The Crimson Storm saying no at the goal line again. What a fantastic performance by this Storm defense.
So a 5-yard penalty brings the ball back out to the 6, and it looks like they will settle for a field goal. And it looks like it's going to be number 31, Josh Marini, 5'9", 165 freshman out of Austin, Texas, trying to settle for 3 points. And the kick is up and good. And so the Boll Weevils get their first points on the board since the second quarter and cut the score to 14. Still a 2-score game here in Bethany as Crimson Storm lead the Boll Weevils 24-10 when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Boll Weevils kick a field goal to cut it to 14, 24-10 with about 10 and a half minutes to go. And if I'm SNU, I may be thinking possible onside right here.
You never can be too certain of what may happen here on special teams. They launch this kick back.
They'll launch it, and it's going to go out of the ends or out of the sideline, and we'll bring this ball out for great field position for the Crimson Storm.
Not a smart play there by the Boll Weevils. You got to be able to put that ball in the middle of the field and give your return people a chance to get them a stop. Instead, he puts it out of bounds and puts the SNU in great field position to start off this drive. Looks like they're having a re-kick. I think SNU's going to take – SNU's taking the penalty for them to back up to the kickoff from the 30-yard line and possibly get a better return here if they keep it in bounds. We got Matthew Serrates and Derek Arrington set back to return for Crimson Storm. Two very dangerous return men with a lot of speed and some shifty moves. We'll see if they can get some momentum here on this return, and the blockers can stay in their lanes and advance the Storm. So
here's the kick, and it's a pooch.
It's an onside kick that covered by the Boll Weevils, catching SNU off guard there, and the Boll Weevils pick up the ball at midfield.
So the Boll Weevils will retain possession after the pooch onside kick. Perfectly executed. So the Boll Weevils will regain the ball with 10 and a half minutes left in the ball game. So SNU needs to anchor down and get some defense rolling here.
I'm not sure how many goal line stands you can get in one game from SNU, so they got to not take their chances here and keep their foot on the gas and get some stops here on defense.
And now Crimson Storm sideline and student section trying to get pumped up. And a flag is down. And it looks like they ran out of time. Delay of game is indeed the call.
Again, the little things seeming to stack up for the Boll Weevils, just really shooting themselves in the foot here in this ballgame. But before the play was blown dead, Bull Eagles catch a break and have to burn a probably crucial timeout. Down 2 possessions here in the fourth quarter.
So the penalty is negated and brings on a delay of game. We'll take a timeout along with the Boll Weevils. Down 10-24 to the Crimson Storm with 10.5 here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Monticello, after the Pooch onside kick, gets the ball back, looking to answer. And the Statue of Liberty play doesn't look like it's going to get anywhere. Sears gets off and running, is brought down right before the first down marker, so the trick play doesn't work probably quite as well as Monticello wanted it to. But
good discipline there by the Crimson Storm, staying with the guys they were put onto and just able to connect, but unfortunately giving up the near first down run by Sears. 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Boll Weevils.
So Sears once again lining up. Sears using his legs more than his arm here in the second half, and there's the give, and a first down for Monticello as Brown is swarmed by Crimson Storm defenders, but not before he crosses the line.
Brown up to nearly 100 yards on the ground, 14 carries for about 92 yards. No touchdowns on the day, but has a long run of 47 yards. So we'll see if SNU can lock in here and get some stops here and stifle this Boll Weevil offensive attack.
And there's another play-action pass, throws it away. And the receiver for the Monticello Boll Weevils tries to make a play on it, just couldn't quite do it. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Great pressure there brought on by the Crimson Storm. Dialing up some pressure there is SNU. Defensive coordinator for Crimson Storm, Kyle Schneck, doing a great job to change up the pace here for that front 7 and throw something at Sears he's not ready for.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Boll Weevils. Sends the big tight end in motion. There's the give. Off into the open field. Cuts a corner and a spin move. Almost could have been a touchdown. Ends up being a big game, though, all the way to the 18-yard line inside the red zone for the Boll Weevils.
Yeah, I see a lot of hands on the hips of the Crimson Storm defense. They've been out for quite some time in this second half, as Arkansas Monticello has totally shifted the momentum here in this second half. SNU may be up 2 touchdowns, but Monticello creeping into that lead here on this possession.
Pass by the Monticello, another big hit this time. It's complete.
Sears with the 2nd and short. Trying to get into that end zone here for the 2nd time today.
There's the give to Jackson, and he fights his way inside the 5 and another first down. First down and goal for the Boll Weevils.
Sears is not really a guy to beat you with his arm on the outside. SNU's got to find a way to plug up those holes on the middle because Jackson and company are just having a field day in this second half.
So here come the Boll Weevils knocking on the door again. Just over 8 minutes left. There's a call on the field. Timeout for the Crimson Storm. We'll take one along with them. It may be a 2-score Crimson Storm lead, but Monticello knocking on the door here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. 8:11 left in the ball game. The Boll Weevils knocking on the door at the 5-yard line. First down and goal. Down 2 scores. There's a pass, and it's broken up by the Crimson Storm. They're looking for a flag, and I don't think they're going to get one. Great play on the ball by the defender over there. I believe that was Derek Carmouche with a great play on Tolliver.
Absolutely able to keep his eye on the ball and hands off the offensive player, forcing the second and goal now for the Boll Weevils.
Second down and goal from the 5. Another run, and this one is going to be a touchdown for Jackson.
And Jackson just had a wide open lane off that read option. Was just absolutely killer for the Crimson Storm. And the Boll Weevils back to a 1-possession game now against the Crimson Storm, as Storm crowd here and Storm team on the sideline has just gone absolutely silent.
And so 8:03 left in this ball game. And we're awaiting the kick from Marini. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. So we have come back to a 1-touchdown game here in Bethany as the Crimson Storm lead the Boll Weevils 24-17 with 8:03 left in the ball game when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Right there you see our bar score for today, with SNU jumping out to a lead in the first quarter and then Monticello answering back. SNU went into halftime with a 17-7 lead, but ever since then it's been mainly, apart from 1 touchdown for the Crimson Storm, it's been mainly Monticello here in the fourth quarter, scoring 10 points and cutting the lead to only a touchdown. So you better believe that SNU will be looking for that onside kick this time. No onside kick this time, as it's fielded by Carate. And he dances a little bit and is pushed out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he's gotten pushed at the 21-yard line. And there Crimson Storm will try to answer.
Sarah with a really nice return there up the right side. Able to dance along, just try to get as much yards as he can. SNU's got to be very smart here and patient with the football and keep the plays in bounds and keep milking that clock and keep Monticello off the field. Monticello's offense off the field,
So the Crimson Storm, just under 8 minutes to go, trying to hang on to a 1-touchdown lead. That was at once 17 points. Spady in the backfield. No running backs next to him. He's off on the misdirection to Olds, who switches the fields, fumbles the football, and gives it back to Monticello. And Monticello is put in big position, and the momentum has swung in the direction of the Boll Weevils. That's exactly what SNU did not need, as Terrence Olds trying to do a little bit too much.
Terrence Olds not really one to put the ball on the ground, but unfortunately just not able to hold on to it. I'm not sure how he got stripped. He had both arms on the football. Just must have slipped out of his grip.
So hang on, ladies and gentlemen. We're not done playing football yet. Boll Weevils have been unstoppable here in the fourth quarter on offense, and that time tackle got away from him, was able to be tracked down.
Noah Wells with a fantastic tackle chasing down Jackson up the left side. Good pursuit and keeping Jackson to a 1-yard gain.
Now in this quarter, 2nd down and long has been the Achilles heel for the Crimson Storm. So this is a big down for SNU. And now the SNU faithful are getting loud.
And SNU's defense needs it. They got to get loud and keep momentum on their side here. It's only a one-score game with 7:10 left here in this ball game. SNU's got to come away with something. It's Sears.
Play action pass, incomplete.
Greg Johnson with a fantastic pass defense on that play for the incompletion. 3rd down and long coming up for the Boll Weevils.
Now another big down for the Crimson Storm. If they can stop them here, settle for a field goal, that's big. And there's Zach Lloyd down there getting the crowd pumped up.
SNU's really got to lock in here on this 3rd down and take any ounce of momentum that the Boll Weevils have in this possession and get the ball back.
Sears away in the snap, looking for a man, and it's complete across the and no, it's not complete. Lost it. Did not have completion. Did not have possession. Incomplete for the Boll Weevils.
Tolliver can't believe it, shaking his head, but umpire says that ball bounced off the ground before coming into his gloves. 4th down and long for the Crimson Storm. Could break there for SNU. That Sears couldn't get enough on that ball.
7 minutes to go in this very exciting ball game. And it looks like the Boll Weevils are electing to go for it.
Big 4th down here for the Crimson Storm. Got to find something here.
There's the snap. Sears looking around, finds a man. It's tipped up and incomplete. Crimson Storm defense hold.
SNU defensive backs have come out firing today. What a performance here by this SNU defense.
So SNU, after a scary turnover by Terrence Souls that could have spelled disaster, comes up with a big play, knocks it out of the air. Sears looking for his favorite target, Tolliver. Couldn't quite get there. Now SNU has the ball back, and they may be looking to put this game on ice.
You know, John, you harped on it early in this game. SNU with the 4th best pass defense in the conference, and we see why with these defensive backs, it's a no-fly zone this afternoon for the Crimson Storm defense.
Spady with the keeper, looking around, and he's got the corner. He's got the edge, trying to get a couple more yards. Maybe gains it up 4.
Spady able to get to the edge there and just keep this clock rolling. Clock on the side of SNU. Got to be able to keep the ball moving forward, get a couple of 1st downs, and force the Weevils to call some timeouts later in this clock.
So the Crimson Storm, 2nd down and 7.
Plenty of time on this play clock. SNU got to be able to milk this and keep the Boll Weevils on their heels.
Spady sends a man in motion, and there's the misdirection to Olds, trying to look and hang on to the football, which he does. Gains about 2 more yards. And now there's a little bit of confusion going on the field.
A little extracurricular activities going on between Boll Weevils defenders and Big John Clark. I'm not sure that's a man you want to mess with on the SNU offensive line.
Not just is that the man, that is the man you do not want to mess with.
I would agree with you there, John. 3rd down and about 5 coming up for SNU. See if they can get something here. Clock continuing to tick. Plenty of time here to get something off and get a 1st down here on this possession.
Now the clock is now SNU's friend, so they need to keep it ticking, and there's a timeout taken by SNU. I believe that's their 2nd one of the half. And we will take a quick break with 5:22 left in the 4th quarter when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. 5:22 left in the ball game and an exciting game between the Bull Weevils and the Crimson Storm. 3rd down and 5 for SNU as they're trying to put this game on ice. Looking to pass it, finds a man, got him!
Wide open, just a simple little 3-step slant for Reese Carlson. He had all kinds of space. 1st down for the Crimson Storm.
The Montana University transfer gets a big play there for the Crimson Storm. Wide open on the left side of the field and converts a big 3rd down for SNU as the clock continues to tick.
SNU's really got to click here and just try to milk this clock and keep Monticello's defense on the field.
And a bad snap. Don't know who got on it. Looks like SNU will retain possession, but that was a scary moment.
Matthew Serrate able to come away with the ball there before Bull Wheels could pick it up and probably get a scoop and score.
So nerves starting to get to the Crimson Storm maybe
that was a close one.
With Terrence Olds fumbling and giving it up, and a bad snap almost gave it right back.
I'll tell you what, there's never going to be a dull moment in a close game here. They always keep you on your toes.
Indeed, Connor. 2nd down and 15 got coming for the Crimson Storm. And now the Crimson Storm faithful letting him out. Is it letting both teams know what they think? And there's the give to Olds, looking around, trying to find some space. And he gets...
It's about 6-7 yards there on the carry to bring it about a 3rd down and 8.
And a timeout taken by Monticello as number 62 for the Crimson Storm, Will House. A little slow to get up, the 6'2", 284 junior out of Claiborne, Texas. And we're going to send it to Cheyenne right now. Cheyenne, how you doing down there?
Hey guys, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Oh, we're enjoying probably one of the best games that we've seen here in a while. So.
Oh, by far. This is definitely nerve-wracking even for me down here, and I think our fans are just kind of feeding off the nerves and just bringing positive vibes down here.
I think you're right, Cheyenne. It's getting a fantastic performance here. What do you expect for SNU's offense to do here on this play?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think I'm thinking just total domination right here. I'm just like unexpected, you know.
That would be fantastic. Total domination. You heard it here first from Miss Cheyenne Reynolds. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
All right, just some stats here for you guys throughout this ball game. SNU coming away with 190 rushing yards, 124 passing yards. 3rd down conversions been 3 of 9 for SNU and 4 of 13 for the Bull Weevils. So we'll see if SNU can make it 4 of 10 with a long 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 for the Crimson Storm. Once again, every down from now on is big with 4:01 left in the game. Spady dropping back, looking for somebody, looking, can't find anybody, lets it go, and there's the catch! Number 85 for the Crimson Storm, Jacoby Hicks.
Jacoby Hicks with probably the biggest catch of his career, coming away with a insane catch on a great play from Spady, extending the play with his legs and able to fire on the far sideline for Jacoby Hicks. You know, I spoke to Jacoby Hicks yesterday coming into the Commons on SNU campus, and I walked by him and I said, Jacoby, go get you a bucket. That was his chance, and he got himself a bucket.
He got himself a big bucket and a big 3rd down conversion for the Crimson Storm. 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10 from about the 34-yard line of Monticello. 3.5 minutes, just under 3.5 minutes here. And we have a timeout by the Crimson Storm. I think that was their last one of the half, or the last one of the game, excuse me.
I believe you're right, as the play clock was winding down. Coach Lambert trying to will his team and keep pushing the pace here. He's getting fired up, getting in the face of Terrence Olin's offensive line with a big smile on his face, as they have absolutely worked this game.
Well, we'll come back with the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds of ball game here in Bethany when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com, and right there you're looking at SNU's player of the game, Jacob Spady. 8 completions for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looking for more to put this game away. First down and 10 from Monticello's 34-yard line. Spady looking to do a little something more. Gets about 6 yards there. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout by Monticello to stop the clock with 3:13 left.
Yeah, just what else can you do if you're the Arkansas Monticello Bull Wheels? You're doing everything you can to try to stop the Storm offense, but Jacob Spady and company are just coming away with these first downs and really making them pay for these laps in defense.
So Jacob Spady, 117 rushing yards, 100 rushing yards, averaging 4.5, a carry, and 1 touchdown, along at 28 yards. I mean, Jacob Spady has done it all today. Jacob Spady accounting for all 3 of that's correct, accounting for all 3 of SNU's touchdowns. 2 through the air, 1 on the ground, and add that to a Carlos Anguiano field goal. Man, SNU's clicking right now, but they need to finish the game.
Absolutely, John. It's been just an onslaught performance, a very, very mature performance from Jacob Spady, taking over the starting role just a couple games ago in this season, has just really performed in this system and put in place here by Coach Lambert and his staff, and is really taking evidence here at home again in Bethany.
So here's the snap, the give to Olds, and now he's running, and he's bumbling. And he almost got away with it. All the way down to the 17-yard line of Monticello. Terrence Olds almost broke it wide open.
Good night. This game has just been well in hand. Terrence Olds really putting this team on his back when he's gotten the call, and he's answered. Just a fantastic performance here from Terrence Olds as well. I believe he's going to be pushing on 100 yards on the day, as well as his teammate Spady.
Well, we got an update on Zach Walker, injured earlier in the game. He's on crutches right now and will not return to this game. We'll keep you, and hopefully you'll be able to return next week when SNU takes on SWASU, Southwestern Oklahoma State, right here in Bethany. So Spady in the backfield. Olds off to his right. And now it looks like he's going to keep it. He tries to get a little bit more. Where will he spot him? It looks like a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 coming up for Spady. 2 minutes and 10 seconds approaching here. And the clock is now SNU's friend as they just want to drain it out.
I tell you, John, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Storm faithful here in this ball game rush the field if SNU's able to come away with a victory here.
First win of the season, first one since the last game of the season against OBU last year. I'd say that's a safe bet.
It's been a fantastic day. These Storm people have witnessed a fantastic game by their home team.
And now Spady with another keeper. Switching, and he's in! Jacob Spady! Touchdown, Southern Nazarene, and you can put this one on ice!
There is your dagger, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Spady putting the team on his back and putting the Storm up 30-17 with 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Just salt to the wound for the Boll Weevils.
Now here comes Carlos Anguiano for the point after. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick, and perfect. Carlos Anguiano, perfect from every spot on the field today. 4 of which came on extra points, and 1 of which was a 41-yard field goal to put them up 10-7 in the 1st quarter, and they have not relented the lead since. And now with 93 seconds left to go in this ball game, SNU is probably going to walk away with their first win of 2016.
It's been a fantastic day here for SNU football. Just a wire-to-wire domination here by Crimson Storm. I believe they've led the entire game. It got close there earlier in this fourth quarter when the Bull Weevils were able to connect on a touchdown after that onside kick. We'll see if – actually, we're going to take it down to our sideline reporter, Cheyenne Reynolds. What's it like down there?
Oh, man, it's awesome. You know, the crowd is still pumped, and this is just amazing. Jacob Spady's unstoppable, and they were not, you know, Monticello could not handle him. So just seeing that another touchdown has been awesome.
Absolutely. He's accounted for now all four of SNU's touchdowns. And it's just been a fantastic performance. Thank you, Cheyenne.
So Carlos Anguiano takes a short walk, and there's just the high pooch. It's taken down at the 27-yard line, and now Monticello looking to find something to do with it. That's Jackson, number 13. And now Monticello, I mean, with a $1:28 left to go in the game, I mean, now they gotta put the pedal to the metal, and I mean, everything's fair game right now. So passes, I mean, you're going to be seeing mostly passes from the Bull Weevils, mostly off to the corner, and we'll most likely be seeing an onside kick before this game is over.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Lambert gets the Gatorade treatment here this evening with a fantastic performance here from his team. You got to give it to the coordinators, too, in this ball game, really stepping up and establishing a solid game plan to attack the Bull Weevils here as Sears just gets planted by –
that was number 44, Tristan Slinker. And Slinker just let Sears have it.
Clock continues to tick, and smiles continue to grow here on the sidelines and in the stands, even in the press box here for the Crimson Storm. Fantastic game here.
Sears drops back, looking, finds a man off the side, steps out of bounds. That's number 9 for the Bull Weevils, Nathan Crouch, 6'3", 195 sophomore out of Grapevine, Texas. And, I mean, Connor, let's be honest to the folks back home. It's fun what we do up here. We enjoy what we do, but it's just a whole lot more fun when SNU's winning.
I would agree, John. It makes the job worthwhile here when you see some great football here. It's just a fantastic opportunity here at SNU. Sears dropped back to pass, trying to find somebody.
Blitz. And he just gets rid of it, and I don't know. I may be looking at an intentional grounding call possibly.
Oh, he had a receiver around the 40-yard line that looks like was slipping on an outside corner route and just wasn't there to receive the pass.
And now the SNU fans letting him have it as they can smell the victory. 51 seconds left to go here in Bethany. And now here's a pass, finds a man, and now it's a little shake and bake, and he's finally tracked down. That was number 19, Jamal Chavis, the running back for the Bull Weevils. He's filling in the slot position. 5'8", 170 junior out of Bellevue, Louisiana.
Sears really working the clock here, pushing the pace, trying to find something to keep this game, interesting, but
he's looking,
he
trying not
can't
to
find
step over. That one goes out of bounds. Greg Johnson on the coverage just pushes him out. 28 seconds left to go. Sears very aware not to step across the line of scrimmage.
I know you're up by 2 touchdowns, but you know you just can't ever take your foot off the gas. They got to stay pressed and keep the guys in front of them and not let this score get any closer than it is.
28 seconds left to go here at SNU. Monticello in desperation mode. There's the pass, and it's almost intercepted, juggled around in there by the SNU secondary.
Derek Carmouche looking for his second week of consecutive interceptions. His first week of consecutive interceptions, but just couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down and long coming up for the Bull Weevils. So
3rd down and 10 coming up for the Bull Weevils of Monticello. 23 seconds left, and you can tell that SNU is starting to get a little anxious, wanting that clock to stop.
And another near interception off the drop by Bull Weevils. 4th down and 10 with 19 seconds left. SNU sensing victory.
That one was almost caught by the receiver for the Bull Weevils, but here it is. Here it is, Connor. 4th down and 10. 19 seconds to go in a 2-score game. I mean, after this, I mean, if Monticello is is unable to get this, we can start calling it a day. Here's the snap. Sears looking, can't find anybody, still looking, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. Number 23 of the Crimson Storm, Miles Roll, the defensive leader for the Crimson Storm.
Not a better way that you could ask for to end the ball game here on a big victory here against Arkansas Monticello. Miles Roll, one of the better tacklers and one of the more experienced players on that linebacking core for SNU, getting the job done and putting the nail in the coffin for the Boll Weevils.
Putting down the exclamation point, and now SNU gets to do the best position in football, the victory formation.
We don't see it very often here, and every time we do, it's a beautiful sight.
And he'll knee it down, and that's it. Southern Nazarene gets their first win of 2016 as they defeat Arkansas Monticello on their home field, 31-17.
I mean, what better performance could you ask for from your Crimson Storm offense, defense, and special teams? In the first half, it was Carlos Sanguiano really getting the job done and setting up Arkansas Monticello in horrible field position. Jacob Spady and company running over people like crazy and setting up great pass plays to Jonathan Martin and Trevor Smith in the first and part of the second half. And it's the defense with goal line staying at their stand to keep Arkansas Monticello out of the end zone as much as possible.
So our player of the game, without a doubt, is Jacob Spady, and we'll have an interview with Jacob Spady and Coach Andy Lambert when we come back to SNUathletics.com.
Can you grab Jacob Spady? I don't see him. Hello?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you down to Cheyenne Reynolds. She's waiting for an interview with.
Hey guys, give me 1 sec. About to get Jacob Spady and Coach on the air.
Oh, no problem. No problem. We'll wait for the play of the game.
So,
no
Coach,
worries.
congratulations on the win. How does it feel like after?
It feels great. Yeah, I mean, it's a like I said, it's a process, and so we've been building, and we want to make sure. Listen, I mean, the scoreboard is not the only evaluator of how we played, and so we're going to look back and we won the game, but we can play a lot better, and so that's kind of been our process the whole way through. So I'm glad for the guys because it takes some pressure off of them, but we want to continue to improve and get better every week regardless of the outcome. So, but I'm super excited for the team.
Well, I'm really excited for you. Thank you so much, and congratulations. So, Jacob, this performance today, where did this come from? You know, we've seen you. Each touchdown you were a part of that, and that was amazing. So, tell us about your experience on the field and just your day getting this victory.
Man, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to even be out here, and I couldn't have done it without my guys, the O-line, receivers. I mean, we just all finally clicked today. It's been coming for weeks. It's been coming for weeks, and we finally got there today.
Well, congratulations. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Cheyenne. Fantastic performance there from Jacob Spady. What more could you ask for from your star quarterback?
Nothing. You can't ask for any more. He had a heck of a game, accounting for all 4 of SNU's touchdowns. The only points that he did not account for were the extra points and the field goal by Carlos Anguiano, who, in my opinion, is the unsung hero of these games, because I mean he made a couple of plays, especially with that failed punt that he was able to get at least a little bit downfield, so that SNU could have at least a little bit of a better chance on defense. I also want to give a huge shout out to SNU's defense today. 2 stops on the goal line, and Monticello was 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions. Guess where both those conversions happened? On the goal line.
Yeah, I was about to say, on that goal line, it didn't seem they could really get in the end zone if they tried, and they kept trying. As SNU was able to rack up 223 rushing yards, a fantastic performance. And Jacob Spady with 8 of 11 passing, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. What a fantastic performance there from Mr. Spady.
Exactly, and on paper, we're looking at it right here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. Time of possession, rushing yards, passing yards, total yards. There's just not a whole lot of separation. It's just SNU had just a little bit more.
Absolutely, SNU was able to limit the mistakes. No interceptions, no lost fumbles. They had two or three fumbles, but didn't lose them. So they were able to keep control of the ball, especially on those last couple of possessions, and not let any negative plays affect them down the stretch. Fantastic performance, wire-to-wire win for SNU.
You're exactly right, and I've been talking with a bunch of the football guys. I've been talking to Zach Lloyd, Greg Johnson, just all the guys down there. I'm getting really close with them, and so that's a great relationship that we have. I've been talking to them that I put it in their ears that, I mean, they're great. They're getting better and better and better, improving with every single week. They just need to get over the hump. And I think today they got over the hump. They put the 1 in the win column. They got Swasu coming in, who's also struggling. So I mean, SNU could be looking at a winning streak coming up. It's just that they just gotta keep playing.
Absolutely, they keep playing as they do today with special teams and Anguiano really clicking and locking in the offense and defense, playing the way they did today with that intensity. I'm not sure how many teams can really stop them on the offensive side.
No, you're exactly right, Connor. I mean, the only thing that I really saw today that needed to be fixed up was one fumble by Terrence Holds that was lost by the Crimson Storm. That needs to be cleaned up. And the other thing is if the Crimson Storm can click a little bit better on the passing game, much better, and stopping the run. Stopping the run was also a issue today for the defense. I mean, they rank closer to the bottom in the GAC, so if they can stop the run, that will go a big way in improvement. And they're going to have to stop the run and just keep playing their best, because they got Southwestern Oklahoma State coming in a week from today. I think a week from like this exact time, same start time or an hour later, and then they have to go to Alva to play Northwestern Oklahoma State on their away game. And so I mean, it's going to be a very promising next 2 weeks.
Absolutely, look forward to seeing them if they can continue this offensive dominance and defensive stands. It's going to could be a good season for SNU going forward.
Exactly, and I mean, I'm excited for what's coming up in Crimson Storm football, and I mean, Andy Lambert's got this team going in the right direction, so I'm ready to see what's going to happen. And so we're going to close right now. So Connor, it's always an honor to work with you. So So we're going to sign off right here for John Hale, Tanner Stiles, all of our guys that work with our broadcast booth. David Noblet, he's our boss and he's awesome. Thank you for all of your support, and as always, SNU wins 31-17 over Monticello and bolts up.